Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to our course, Performing Hajj, following Hanafi madhab. Now today we're going to talk about the third pillar, rukn of al-Hajj, which is Tawaaf al-Ifadah. Tawaaf al-Ifadah, we discussed Tawaaf before, but this is Tawaaf al-Ifadah, which should be carried out after you come back from Arafah, Muzdalifah. It is a rukn, it is a pillar. So please try to give it a top priority. I want to remind you that we said rukns of al-Hajj or arkan al-Hajj thalatha. 3. An-Niyya, intention, standing in Arafah, wuqufu bi-Arafah, and Tawaaf al-Ifadah. So this is the third one, the last one as a pillar of al-Hajj. Okay. Imam Abu Hanifa said most of the Tawaaf, more than 50% is rukun. The remaining is wajib. What does mean wajib mean? Mean that if for any reason anyone who is making tawaf and after 4 or 5 or forgot one, there is no problem. Inshallah, we will discuss it. He can come back if he is in Mecca and return and perform tawaf again. Some people said he can perform only one shot if he missed one. If he missed 2, he can perform 2. But my advice is to perform it again, to be on the very safe side. But if you left or someone is fainted, then he has to sacrifice an animal if he missed 1 shot. If he missed 2 shots, he has also to sacrifice 1 animal. There is a common mistake that if you miss 2 shots, then he has to sacrifice 2 animals. No. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3, or 3 at less than 50%, then he sacrifices only 1 animal. This is provided that he cannot do it again. But if he can't do it again, he has to come back and do it again. Okay. Tawaaf al-Ifadah is rukun. Ifadah means when you come back from Arafah. فَإِذَا أَفَضْتُم مِّنْ عَرَفَاتٍ. Please see the appendix. أَفَضْتُم مِّنْ عَرَفَاتٍ. You came back from Arafat. Okay? Okay. Missing 1, 2, or all 3 rounds, sacrifice 1 animal only. So please try to reconcile that common mistake, that if you miss 1, you have to sacrifice 1 animal, 2 animal. No, it's only 1 animal. But whether you miss 1 or more than 1, but less than 3.5. More than 50% or more is rukun. Rukun, as we said before, if you may remember, it cannot be compensated by sacrificing an animal. It must be done by itself. If it is wajib, then if you miss it, you can sacrifice an animal and it will be valid, inshallah. Okay? Now the other thing is wudu. Wudu in the Hanafi madhab is wajib. It is not shart. Jamhur ulama, other madhab, Shafi'i, Hanbali, Malki, they said it is shart. So you cannot sacrifice an animal. But wudu in Imam Abu Hanifa, Jazahullah khairan, it is wajib. What do I mean by wudu? Ablution. Someone forget the ablution. Then also, if he remembered after he finished or completed his tawaf, he has to come back and perform it again. Okay? If he's outside, he went back or he became sick, very sick, then sacrificing an animal, inshallah, will do the job for him. If he performed tawaf without wudu, and with missing 1 or 2 or 3 shots, then he has to sacrifice 2 animals. 1 for not being on wudu, and the other because he missed 1 shot or 2 shots, but less than 50% of the tawaf. Some ulama, some of these old people, even young people, but mostly old people, while they are making tawaf, he loses his wudu. So he has to stop there, go and make wudu and come back. And some ulama said he can reinitiate from the same place he left the tawaf. And some ulama said he has to repeat it. My advice, if he's an old guy and it's very crowded, let him complete, especially if there is 1 shot left. But if he's a young guy and he is healthy, mashallah, la quwwata illa billah, then it may be a better idea for him to repeat the whole tawaf. But inshallah both are acceptable, even for young guys. But he should not stay out of tawaf for a long time. If it's a short time, he can do it, like going to Zamzam, going to somewhere, to the ablution place next to Masjid Al-Haram, take him 10-15 minutes. I think inshallah there is no problem for that. Everyone has to remember, anyone who does not carry or perform Tawaaf al-Ifadah, his Hajj is incomplete. It is incomplete. So it will not be valid, and it will not tell him that Al-Hajj as a fard is done. No, it is not done. He has to complete it. Okay. I will end up this muhadara inshallah with the quiz. I want you to read it, answer it. You can email me if you do not answer it, if you have any problem. This is just to refresh your mind, to show whether you remember what I have said before. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت استغفرك وأتوب إليك. Wish you very good Hajj, Hajj مبرور, سعي مشكور, تجارة لن تبور. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.